Extra Point with Jim Thunderbird and head coach Grant Redhead.
Welcome into the Extra Point. I'm Jim Thunderbird, Coach Redhead. I'll tell you, boy, that was a tough one the other night, man. Was that the hardest one so far this year, you think?
No, Fairview.
Fairview was. Okay. All right. We're not going to forget that one right now.
No, it was tough because we played a really good first half, and we came out after half, and we didn't come out flat or anything. I mean, they made some adjustments and found the chink in our armor and exploited it a little bit, but, still, kids gave us what they had. We were seeing them go to the right places. They were just getting beat. And sometimes they're better.
Yeah. You'll have those Friday nights, no doubt about that. How do you fix something like that?
We just came out, worked on fundamentals this week, and did that. And it's fixed in the weight room in the off season, and we got to coach them up about football, but also mentally, and how to get through those tough times and things like that, and just keep playing the next play and keep going. Yeah,
that becomes tough when you're 17 years old at times. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And things aren't going your way. You could see, though, a good ball team. I mean, you could see that these guys could play some football. You could see that that's the reason why they gave Wasion so many fits, couldn't you? Huh? It's a pretty good, good club.
They did some things well. I mean, I wasn't pleased at the end. We played them tough, and then they had to throw a cheap touchdown in with 40 seconds left.
Yeah,
just because they didn't feel they were beating us by enough, and they needed to make it look better in the paper. That's crap. You run the ball out.
Yeah.
You take a knee. I've done it, and I don't agree with that. And I wasn't happy. I lost a kid for the season on a illegal chop block. It happened over and over and over. So something's taught wrong.
Yeah. So that does make it tough. Well, and we made the comment that night. It's just something you put in the back of your head and you deal with later on down the road with another group. Whether it's next year or the year after, whatever.
And that's the thing. I mean, as coaches, you're supposed to. It's a camaraderie in the coaching fraternity, and you should be that way. And not do things, but sometimes young guys don't get that.
Yeah.
They just think they got to make their mark, and then they wonder why nobody wants to vote for their kids or talk to them.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen, and luckily I was taught by a good old hand, and he taught me right, and he said, remember, you're not always going to be good, and you may have those years, and when you do, people aren't, if you run it up on everybody all the time, you're going to get it eventually.
Yeah, no, what goes around comes around is what they always say,
so,
no doubt.
Just do it right, because you're doing right by their kids and your kids.
Yep. That one's in the books right now. We've got to talk about Delta. We'll do that when we come back here on the Extra Point. Coach, you put another week under your belt. Now you come right back home. I think that's the good news. You get to play Delta here, another team that I think you should match up pretty well against, and got to be optimistic for Friday night.
Yeah, I like this week. It was a good week we had a good week of practice with our kids and stuff, and they're really fighting. So, it's good. I think, we match up and we're better in a lot of areas. They're not going to lay down. I told the kids, even when you're better than somebody, you got to come and play. The last 2 weeks, we've shown other teams that we're better than us. We come to play, and, then they made some adjustments and they kind of woke up. But, we don't want to get caught in that same scenario.
Right.
Now that we're the favorite. So we practice a lot of fundamentals, tackling, running, catching, blocking, everything like that, because we had some trouble on the line last week, and I think it'll be a good Friday.
Go back to basics here this week, maybe just a little bit more. Let's talk about the conference a little bit, because now we're a couple games in, okay? Liberty doesn't seem to be maybe quite as good as what we thought they were. You got Wasion knocking them off, and Wasion's lost to Archibald, so the whole thing's spinning a little bit right now.
Yeah, it is. If Liberty beats Archibald, then they all got a headache. They all got one loss, and then you got Swanton will catch one of them, because I don't think all three of them have played Swanton yet. One's playing this week. That's the thing you're going to see. I think Liberty's a little banged up right now. They lost Northwest for a few games. I don't know if he'll be back even when we play him.
Okay.
But, that happens. It's football.
Yeah, it is. There's no doubt about that. That's the way that it goes. All right, we're to it, man. What are you going to take to get these guys tonight?
We have to control the line of scrimmage, and that's the key. I challenged the line. I worked with the line all week along with Coach Keel so we could put 2 of us on it and get the intensive help. We had a lot of pressure on our receivers, because we dropped too many balls, and that's their job, catch the ball, just like the lineman is to block the D lineman. Yeah. It's simple, and so we've been trying to put them in pressure situations, and I've been kind of a lunatic all week, so trying to get them ready for it.
A football coach that's a lunatic. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. No doubt about that. Hey, good luck to you Friday night. No doubt about that. That's going to do it. The ball game next on Q96.5 FM or on BMU Cable Channel 3.